Alright everybody, welcome to your 12th AngularJS tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll be learning something about routes in AngularJS. Now, routes are pretty much a way to handle different URL contexts in your website. So let's say you have a website with example.com. I'm just assuming this, and let's say you want to set up AngularJS framework on your site, and you have something like, let's say, books, and basically this should be in Angular, something like this. So whenever, let's say, a user bookmarks this page and visits this page, instead of showing the traditional home page about your website, the user is immediately shown the section of the books where all the books categories and all that stuff is present. So with AngularJS routing, we are basically customizing different URLs, what is displayed at which URL. Now many of you who have done the server-side scripting with PHP and Apache, they know that URL routing is possible with HTAXS as well, but AngularJS allows you to route your URLs on the client side with very easy and simple steps. So let's begin with our first routing, and I have separated the JavaScript code with the controller.js file right here. So we'll be coding all of our Angular stuff in the controller.js. Okay, so let me create an ng view first. And let me close this. Alright, so this container would be all of our routes, all of our content, which would be displayed dynamically. So in the controller section, go to your controller section, and we need to give our app a name, and let's say this is main app. Let's say we create a variable app is equal to angular.module main app, and here, since we are using another module in our Angular, we need a dependency in our Angular module, this main app, and what this would be is the ngRoute. So type here ngRoute, and since we need to download some JavaScript file to work with this ngRoute, let me Google it quickly and download it for you. You can simply download ngRoute by googling AngularJS ngRoute.js file. So give me a quick hold. Alright, so now you can see a new file here, AngularRoute minified.js, and if you look at this, this is nothing but a simple bunch of code which is just a module extension to our main Angular app. So now let's quickly configure our app, and we'll use the config method on our app, and inside we are supplying a anonymous function, and what this app.config is basically doing, it is configuring our app to work with certain things which we'll be providing. And right here in the parentheses we have to pass the argument as routeProvider, and similarly we could have done this as well, routeProvider, which we did in the past last tutorial, and do something like this. But as long as you're not compressing your JavaScript, this would work fine. So now simply write routeProvider, and then when. Now this when, you could write it anywhere, here or here, it's your wish. Now when is kind of special thing, so right here inside your first kind of argument, you can say, you'll write what happens when you are, or when a user is at this path. So let's say if I say when is at just at the home page, then I want the template to be welcome user, simple as that. And let's say when the user is at you say another page. I want this should be inside it. Then I want template should be welcome user again, and otherwise. Now this otherwise, what this would do is it would map all the other pages, everything which we haven't included inside the when here. So this technically refers to all the pages except these two, all the locations. So you could also supply a template here, but I'll just simply do redirect to, and this would simply redirect the users to this page. So this is kind of a closed loop. So if the user is here, this template is displayed. If the user is here, this one is displayed, and otherwise the user is redirected to the home page. So let's view it in the browser. Let's reload this, and we see welcome user because right here in the ng view it's on the main page. And why not just open the console for some stylish debugging. So I'll just do this thing. So right now we are at the home directory, and remember that Angular needs hash to prevent the page from loading. And let's change this hash. So let's say I am now at the another page. Make sure you spell it right. ANOT. Yep, I missed an H. Alright, so now you see that the template immediate changes to welcome user again, and right here in the hash as well this thing changes. And let's say if I visit some blah blah page which is not registered in our configuration, then you see that we are automatically redirected to the / which is our home page. So that was a quick introduction to routing in AngularJS, and my couple of more tutorials would be on routing. So stay tuned till then, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be discussing more on this. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.